Hi folks, and welcome back to the channel. Today I'm here with this lawnmower which has got a broken pull start cord. Now this engine is a very generic modern day engine, so this video is going to be very applicable to all lawnmowers that are of the modern era. Honda engines, Briggs, Victas, whatever, and other small engines. So if you're interested in learning about how to easily replace the pull cord in your modern day lawnmower, then this is the video for you. So to start with, let's look at the consumables and the tools required to do this job. So to start with, I've got some replacement starter cord. Now this is a 3.5mm, and I've actually got about 5 meters of pull cord. You only need about 1.5 meters, so I've got some scissors to cut that down to size. Then I've got a socket. Now typically, I've only ever found this style of starter to either be 8mm or 10mm. So I've got an 8mm for this one. And then finally, we've got a screwdriver. Now it could be any type of screwdriver just to hold that starter in place when we're rethreading the new cord. So let's get into it. So to start with, let's remove the screws that are holding the starter to the engine. So using our socket, we're just going to undo all of those. And there's just one at the back here as well. And then that should lift straight off just like that. We can see the remnants of the cord in there. So with the starter off, we just want to remove the old cord. So that's probably, just pull it out as much as we can. Let's keep going. And we can see we've got it there. So this is where it gets really handy. Let's just get our screwdriver and stick that in like that, and now we can just easily pull out that old cord. Then we've got rid of all of that cord. So then, given that we've got both pieces of cord, I like to actually do a quick comparison for the length to see the length of the new cord. So we've got about that much. I'll do a comparison. We'll grab our new rope and we'll go from there and then grab the other piece and go to there, and we'll just cut it at that point. Perfect. So now to thread the cord into our starter. Now what I like to do is to tension the starter before I put the cord in. So I've taken the screwdriver out, I've let it release back, and what we're going to do is we're going to turn this probably about 5 full turns, and then we'll put our screwdriver in, and then we'll thread the cord in. So let's do 1 full revolution, then we'll do another full revolution, so we're up to 2, another one, 3, starting to feel pretty tight, so up to 4 revolutions. And given how tight it's feeling, what I'll do is I'll put the screwdriver in now, and we'll get our cord, and we're going to thread it through the hole on the inside, and then that's going to come straight through the hole on the outside where the pull mechanism goes. Now with that like that, we need to put a knot on this end. So we'll just do a simple knot like this. Bring it down a little bit further. Just like that, and pull it nice and tight onto itself. You can see that's not going to go anywhere. And then we can just pull that through like that. And now we can release our screwdriver. Now we can check the tension. And that, as you can see, that's going to be perfect. So it was important not to do an additional turn on that one. So now we need to quickly, we'll just put our screwdriver back in to hold some tension on that so we don't lose the rope. Let's get the rope off of this. So could use a screwdriver or our scissors to push the rope through here. Let's get that through. You can see I've just poked that through, and might just need to cut this off because it's pretty raggedy old rope. So then we need to thread that through, get that on the handle. So we'll just pull that screwdriver out and pull a little bit more rope to work with. So with that like that, we can thread our rope through the handle and you can see it's come all the way through, but what I'll do is I'll just use the scissors to push that to one side again, so that we make sure that when we do our knot, we can actually pull it back down. Because the last thing I'd want is the knot to stay on the outside of that handle. So I've just pulled that through. Let's put a knot in that. See, that's perfect like that. Now we can release our pull starter, and you can see now we've got plenty of rope for our pull starter, and it's winding all the way back in perfectly. So let's get the starter back on the engine. So at this point, it really is as simple as putting back in those screws. Really not a difficult procedure at all. We'll get those in quickly, and then we'll do a test fire on the mower. So just like that, we've got the starter fixed on this mower. Now this is not actually my mower, I'm doing a friend a favour and fixing it up for them. I can't actually see a primer anywhere on this mower, maybe it's a self-priming mower. Now let's give it a pull, let's see if she'll start anyway. So put it down to the run position and give it a pull. Now, so there you go. She doesn't run the best, but at least the pull starter is fixed. Let's go and cut some grass with it now, see how she performs this mower we've got here. So there you go, folks. There's a generic video on how to replace the starter cord on your lawnmower or general engine. However, this is actually a Victa lawnmower. Now, it's actually got a Chinese modern day engine. If it was up to me, I'd just swap it for a two-stroke, but it's not actually my mower. But what I should say is, as I was looking at the throttle control up here, it actually has a choke position fully down, and that's why you have to actually back it off a fraction to get the engine running properly. As you saw in that little bit of a grass cut, it actually cuts the grass quite reasonably well. Now, if you have made it this far through the video, folks, truly appreciate it, and you must be a long time fan. So I do request you, have a look at the join button. It's really cheap per month. The minimum level is only $1.49 per month, and that's just gonna help me make more of these videos for you folks. And if you join, I will prioritise your comments and responses to your comments on the channel, folks. So if you have liked it, drop us a like, drop us a comment down below, truly appreciate it. If you're interested in other content on the channel, we also have the Mercedes, the Audi 3, the Mazda 3, the early Ford Falcon, so a bunch of DIY maintenance on lawnmowers and vehicles. Check it all out, folks. Subscribe to the channel. Until next time, have a good evening.